was full, and I didn't have to pretend it was full. Oh well, here goes. Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another video, this time a pre-Christmas pickups and gifts special. So without further ado, I shall get on with it. Now the first thing I've received is actually a gift from a fellow YouTuber and a good friend on here, Craig Minx36. If you're not already subscribed to his channel, I suggest you go to the link down below and do just that. So he sent me a copy of Metal Slug 4 for the PlayStation 2. He's seen I recently picked up Metal Slug 3, and he asked me if I'd like this game. I said yes, and he generously sent it along to me. So it comes in absolutely mint condition and complete, and I stuck this on the other night with my friend, and it's an interesting entry into the Metal Slug series. It's slightly different to the way Metal Slug 3 is. It seems a bit more linear, and it's certainly changed the graphical style slightly, but still a good game. So thanks a lot for that, Craig, really appreciate that, because the funny thing about it is he sent me a note with it, and it says, "Hi Darren, I've not won the Euro Millions yet, so can't send you Metal Slug on the AES. Until then, here it is on the PS2. And the funny thing about that is there's someone who's got Metal Slug 4 on the AES or the Neo Geo on eBay at the minute, and they won 350 quid, so that is an extremely generous offering, all things considered. So I did pick up a few games from some local charity shops, and one of them was the subject of my new series, the 4-Pinter, and that was Actual Golf 2. Now this cost me £1, and it's probably the best £1 I've spent all year, to be honest, because this is an absolutely incredible golf game. Really fun, really decent graphics for back in the day. It still plays well today, but the thing that sets it above any other sports title I've ever played in my entire life is the commentary. It's just brilliant, the way they tear you apart, and every time you make a mistake they're straight on your back. It's just more than worth the price of admission, so definitely recommend that. Definitely pleased to add that to the collection. Now anyone who watched the video of that particular game would have probably heard me say that they also had another golf game at that charity shop, so a few days later I wandered back down there and picked that up as well. So this was £1, and it's Everybody Golf 2, and it's a fairly decent game of golf. Got an interesting graphical style and some nice effects when you hit the ball and whatnot, but for me it will never be the nostalgic classic that Actual Golf 2 is, but I was still more than happy to get it for £1, so say no more. Now the next two games I got from the charity shop, these are actually in town, and I was just wandering back after paying a check-in, and I seen these in the window, and they were £3 each, which I thought was a bit expensive for charity shop games, but I went in, tried to do a bit of bartering with them, but they weren't having a single bean of it, so I paid them the £3 they were asking for, so they were in really nice condition. And the reason I wanted them was because recently I've been playing a lot of Point Blank on the original PlayStation with the G-Cons, and been having a lot of fun when people come over, so I thought I want to get some gun games for the PS2, because I found out that gun works on the PS2, and I already had 2 of them. So without further ado, there's Time Crisis 3. Like I say, the discs and the manuals on these are just like brand new, and this game generally goes on eBay for a bit more than £3, so this was quite a good deal. But it's always nice to pick up games out in the wild, because at least you can have a look at the disc. So the next one they had was Vampire Knights. I don't know a lot about this, other than obviously it was a Namco coin-op at some point in time, but it's another gun game, and I look forward to having some fun on these over the Christmas break. So again, boxed and complete, so happy to get that as well. Now after the charity shops had dried up, I was unfortunately left with just eBay, so I picked up a few games off there, even though I said I wouldn't do. And the first one was a PlayStation 2 game, and that was Time Crisis 2. Now I did used to own this back upon its release, and absolutely fantastic light gun game. Had some brilliant mini games. I remember it had one with clay pigeon shooting, so look forward to getting back into that, and I'm looking forward to trying the double gun mode, because I never had 2 G-Cons back in the day, but I do now. So that was £3 delivered, so you can't really say fairer than that. The next game I picked up was £4.20, and it was Sega Ages Volume 1 on the Sega Saturn. Now this is 3 games on one disc, Afterburner, Space Harrier and Outrun, and apparently they're arcade perfect conversions, which could be true because I absolutely suck at them. I don't think I lasted more than a couple of minutes on any of the games. You know, they seem punishingly difficult to me. But the thing that most upset me about this was the guy who was selling it on eBay had like, I don't know, 20 or 30 European Saturn games, and I don't really want to buy European ones, but this is in such nice condition, and all his games went for like hardly any money at all, like £3 or £4 each, so I do wish I'd have picked up a few more if I knew they were going to be in such a nice nick. So the last two games I picked up are both Sega Saturn games, they're both Japanese, and they're both replacements for two games that I got in a trade with Ninja Bear Hub, Stu. So the first one is Manx TT Superbike. Now this is an absolute classic. I've already got a gameplay video up of this, and in my opinion, if you've got a Sega Saturn, you owe it to yourself to pick up this game because it's brilliant. This comes complete with a spine card, which is always nice, and I think this was about £7, which is expensive for a copy of Manx TT, but it's what I wanted, so I bought it. So more than happy to have that as well. But I'm always happy to pick up decent games, and I'm just picking up ones I like nowadays, not just anything. So I'm a bit more choosy. So the last one I picked up is a real guilty pleasure of mine, and that's Street Fighter Real Battle on Film, or Street Fighter the movie as it's known here. Now I got this for an absolute snippet at £6 I think. The guy wanted £8.95, buy it now best offer. Offered him £6 and he accepted, and it comes complete with the spine card. It's in really nice condition, and I'm more than happy to have the Japanese version because all I had was the instruction manual and the disc, and I'm a bit of a completionist, so I liked it all in one package. So that's it really for pickups. I will be making a pickups video on Christmas Day, because I've got a few games I've wrapped up, and I'll be making a bit of a video then. And also going to just add on the end of this video a little bit of a look round all the games I've picked up in the last year and systems, just as a thank you to everyone who subscribed and supported my channel and commented. It's been a really enjoyable experience, and it's been nice getting to know and meet so many people from on here. So I thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll upload some more videos soon. I hope you have a nice Christmas. If I don't see you before, I shall see you in the new year. So as promised, here's a quick look at this room. So a couple of weeks ago I officially outgrew my living room, so I decided I'd move all my consoles and games up into the spare room. That poster in the corner there was actually a gift from Lewis at iCrytek. Really awesome Stubbs the Zombie one. I need to sort something out with that. That's the box for my Tournament Edition fight stick. That's a Neo Geo joystick, you probably can't quite make out. There's the joystick out of the box, and I've customised that slightly. That's pretty self-explanatory what that is. And here's my wonderful oak unit, which has now made its way upstairs. So this is pretty much rammed with Mega Drive and Neo Geo goodness. So again, I'm not going to explain what the titles are. Hopefully you can see. I'll try and pan slowly. This is basically my European and American games. The American games are the ones stacked on top. There's a spare replay ticket. I actually won that God of War in a competition on GameSpot. I don't know, probably about 5-10 years ago, I don't know. But yeah, I was quite surprised at the time. And here's my Japanese games. There's a PAL copy of Sonic and Knuckles crept at the top there. Some Game Boy games at the top there, as well as a loose Game Boy cart of Wario Land 2, which I picked up some months ago and I've still yet to play it. And here's my beloved Neo Geo AES collection. Only 7 games, but they're all absolute crackers. And there's me little Pac-Man Ghost. So really the main problem of my collection has become PlayStation. When I first started I was only really into collecting for Mega Drive, and going down the car boots and that I quickly ended up picking up a PlayStation, and then I ended up accumulating all of these games. The trouble with them is they're so easy to find and they're so cheap to buy that you just can't say no, because there's a lot of quality titles on these machines. And I just really wanted to get myself a games collection, because throughout the years I've just always sold everything off to get the next generation of consoles and games, and as I've got older I've sort of regretted that. So I know it's a bit dark down there. There's about 3 GameCube games, 3 original Xbox games, them are 360 games, and them are Saturn ones, and then a GameCube. So on this bottom shelf here, it's just generally just ram-packed with all the boxes for stuff I've got, like my light guns, my original Game Boy, my 6-button arcade stick, and quite a few other goodies. So yeah, that's that. I actually got this bookcase from IKEA. It cost me £51, but I just got sick of seeing discs stacked around everywhere and still looking for the ideal solution on eBay, which is not happening. So that's it, just a quick tour around the room. Not the biggest games collection in the world, but I'm quite pleased with everything that I've managed to acquire over the past year. So I'll thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll upload some more videos soon. Honestly, I've recorded this about 4 times now. It's starting to do my Sweden. Hello YouTube. Hello YouTube.